Hey Sagittarius, I can tell you now that things are on the up and up. Your ruling planet Jupiter has now entered Gemini, and things are about to get way more social. They probably already have. And I feel like you're learning again. You're hungry for new information. You're putting yourself out there. You're seeking new experiences, healing things with your siblings. Generating like a new community or getting more connected to your neighborhood or your community in some sort of way. And you're in this energy for the next year. So do right by it, honor it. Don't squander the luck that comes from Jupiter being in Gemini. I feel like luck comes to you by way of developing a new thought process. Luck comes to you by way of being social and interactive. Luck and faith and um, new philosophies, new outlooks on life, you being malleable, you being willing to change is going to just generate so much new energy. And it's all really, really positive. Grab your water, grab your weed, grab whatever. Let's get into it. I'm ready. You ready? Are you? What's up, Sagittarius? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Leo season 2024, baby. Yeah, let's go ahead and clear. Welcoming in, creating a safe space, welcoming in my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Leo season 2024. Sagittarius, you need to get out of the house. I feel like you need to be hanging out with different people, different kinds of people, different calibers of people. You may be getting really close to somebody that has Gemini placements, or you're finally seeing the truth about them and that you need to back the fuck up and get the hell away from them. I feel like you can't ignore your gut, your hunches anymore. You can't afford to. You can't afford to discredit faith anymore. So, asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Leo season 2024. Hydrate, light it if you got it. First card out is the Six of Pentacles reversed. I feel like in some sort of way you guys have been settling for less than what you actually deserve. In some sort of a way, you've been like giving too much or being all take and not enough give. Reciprocity, mutuality are really important in Leo season. Welcome to the season of I will. This is fixed fire, the dead of summer. And this flame doesn't want to go out. Where this is where this is fixed fire energy, you are mutable fire. And I just feel like in some sort of way, you've been overgiving and kind of going into martyr mode. I do everything for everybody. Nobody does anything for me. And it's like, all you had to do was set a boundary. All you had to do was say no. All you had to do was go your own way. All you had to do was listen to yourself. All you had to do was tap into your fire. And I'm not making light of it. I'm not victim blaming. I'm not like trying to say that you're a victim. I just feel like take your fucking power back. Remember who the fuck you are. Some of you have given up so much of yourself for someone else or for something else or for something that doesn't even feel like it's in harmony. I feel like also some of you are giving up such big pieces of yourself for people that you're not in alignment with anymore. Staying in relationships just because you've been in the relationship, staying at jobs just because you've been at this job, staying friends with these people just because they're who around. They are who is around. When I'm telling you the pace is about to pick the fuck up, You're being called to really listen to what the God of your understanding has been saying to you. I feel like there are big decisions that are coming in. There's big expansion that wants to come in. There is like a rebirth that wants to come in, a willingness to be intimate, to be bare, to be naked, to be transparent with you, the God of your understanding, so that you can have that transparency and that deep, profound intimacy with your personal relationships. There may be somebody with Scorpio placements coming in as well. I don't know why I never do that, but I felt like those were the cards that needed to come out for the next reading. Final two cards, final two messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Leo season 2024. So the first thing to be clarified on the Selenite throne, Sagittarius. Ooh, okay. I'll finish that thought. The first thing to be clarified is like, does this feel fair? It may involve somebody with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Libra placements. There could just be something that's out of alignment, like disharmony. Somebody may really comment on how you took advantage of them, or you're really noticing the ways that you're being taken advantage of, or the ways that you're being used in some sort of a way. I don't trust this damn mic. And I just feel like there's a new season coming in with the Wheel of Fortune reverse coming out. This is Jupiter. And I feel like in some sort of way, things are changing and you're ignoring the signs. You're ignoring the signals, especially if this involves somebody with Sagittarius or Pisces placements. You are not paying attention to the signs and the signals that are like in your face. What's up comes down. Everybody has a season at the top and everybody gets a season at the bottom. So I feel like there is a big turning point that you may be ignoring. And that turning point is really going to affect like your wishes and your fulfillment. You have the opportunity to do something your way, to feel really self-made. Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment. It's also about an ending of a cycle in the realm of emotions. An ending of a cycle in spirituality. Sorry for any of the mic noise. Bottom of the deck is the High Priestess, and then there you are. Oop, I'm gonna go ahead and dive into plunge stuff and show you. Over on the plunge on Patreon, we clarify all these cards and go a little bit deeper. And there's all kinds of astrological content. There's a tier for daily readings, so check out patreon.com/JustJEverything. For free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything. TikTok is at JustJEverything. And for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. Over there, you can book personal readings or you can just DM me. But bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. You're being called to lean more, to develop your spirituality. You are being called to connect more deeply with your divine feminine energy. Some of you are dealing with or recovering from something with your mother, or something with like the mother's side of the family. Some of you have a very cold mother, and you're trying to like heal that, or maybe need to go to therapy in regards to that. Some of you are still struggling with recovery. Some of you are like needing to get a grip on your vices, needing to get a grip on drinking too much, smoking too much, doing too many drugs, whatever the fuck it is. I feel like there's this whole version of you that is ineffective, that is being ripped away and needs to die. And the divine is begging you to be reborn. Are you going to listen or not? Because when you ignore the trumpet of truth that's sounding in your life, you welcome in the tower. You're asking for the tower. It's like, I like to say God's going to give you hunch after hunch after hunch, and you keep ignoring it and ignoring it, and like, la, 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 or I'll deal with that when I have time, or blah, blah, blah. And then what that means is like you're telling the divine that you need something cataclysmic to happen to get your attention. And so life becomes way more uncomfortable, and it doesn't need to, had you just listened to the nudge. Expansion wants to come in. The wings. God wants to give you wings. The universe wants you flying higher and not on a substance. Some of you are struggling with sobriety. Some of you have been sober for a long time, and maybe there's somebody that you're dating or interested in or befriending that is using, or you're noticing abuse in your family or in your, friend group possibly. And don't be a groupie. Keep it moving. Don't expose yourself to stuff that's going to make you stumble or go backwards, essentially. Um, yeah, bottom of the deck again. We're just diving deeper into the plunge. Your self-worth, the way you care for yourself, you really stepping things up in regards to nurturing and caring for yourself is going to usher in this whole new chapter of happiness. So let me zoom out. Center of the reading is Judgment. That's a major arcana, and then there's Wheel of Fortune. I have only seen 2 major arcana come out in the reading so far. So I feel like the center of Leo season and the closer we get to Virgo season, the divine is going to be on that fucking ass. They are going to be on your ass about what you know you need to change, what you been should have changed, what you been should have dealt with. And I'm sorry that it's coming off so assertively and aggressively. I can't really help this. It's like this Leo energy has me lit the fuck up, and it's feeling very like Saturn retrograde. No, it's feeling like Saturn direct. Like I feel like I'm channeling Saturn so fucking much during these readings because Saturn is like, I'm not doing the work. I'm not saying shit. You tell them. That's how it feels. But you already have that energy inside of you. I don't need to be the one to tell you. I don't need to be the one to tell you. You already know what you need to do. Weird. Some of you need to be taking vitamin C. Some of you need to be eating more fruit, more live foods. Thank you, fam, for that. But ultimately, like way less fast food. Some of you need to be cooking more, including and incorporating more fruits in your, specifically fruit in your diet. With the Six of Pentacles being the first card out, something is imbalanced. Something in your physical body is imbalanced, something which means something in your self-worth is imbalanced, and aka the money is imbalanced, or the time or free time that you have is being mismanaged, possibly. If you're noticing health stuff or you're feeling really drained or really tired, I feel like it's really important to evaluate whatever emotions have been repressed, because there's this influx of physical, spiritual, sexual energy. There's this like things are speeding up. And if you can't physically keep up with the prosperity that the divine is trying to give you, that's going to end up being a really harsh lesson for you to learn. I had all these opportunities and I was too like strung out or tired or malnourished or codependent to take advantage of these opportunities. There may be somebody with Scorpio placements, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Scorpio placements that I feel like is coming in hot. I just heard never lie, truth teller. There's somebody who's telling you the truth. It may be me. I hope it's me. Be mad at me. I don't care. I'm gonna always keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna always tell you the truth and keep it 100. Ooh, I almost felt like the start of an earthquake. My whole house, like the house, just rattled. The ground under my feet rattled. And I'm just saying, I just feel like that's what's kind of coming in for you guys. Something is jarring, something is shaking you. Some of you may be getting visitations from someone that has passed. Some of you may be having like really intense dreams. Some of you are being called out. Some of you are being called to get off the fucking fence and make a decision, because your string of luck and your season is at risk. You can't keep you can't keep what's that expression? It's like hovering on the fence or like dancing on the fence. I know that Sagittarius energy is very the grass is greener on the other side kind of shit, but you got to make a decision and you've got to allow yourself to study the signs and wonders. Some of you need to be studying symbolism. Some of you need to go back to school. Some of you need to get that certificate, need to take that class. Some of you need to stop spending so much time with that Pisces or so much time with that Sagittarius. Some of you are stealing from yourselves by way of ignoring your gut. The divine wants you on the path to happiness and feeling really fulfilled, having pride in yourself by way of just doing your emotional inventory. What has transpired the last 9, 10 months? What's transpired the last 9, 10 years? What needs to be put behind you? What emotional cycles or emotional behaviors or emotional responses do you need to be done with? Some of you feel an ounce of sadness and you run to a beer. Feel an ounce of discomfort and you run to a drug, and or feel an ounce of discomfort and you run to isolate or to surround yourself with other people or to be really social, versus spending the quality time with yourself and letting the divine show you how to build that new flow, how to create that new flow, how to get out of that place of narcissism and making it all about yourself, and being so caught up in yourself, and getting back to that place, getting back to that version of you that is very giving yet discerning. There is this whole new spiritual journey, like a journey to your crown, a journey to this better version of yourself, which means that some old thought processes have got to go. There are some very spiritual people around you who have been, and some of you need to do readings. I'm not saying it has to be with me, but holla at your girl. Um, some of you are in a position where you're really needing to develop your own intuition and spirituality. And like, do you trust yourself? Can you be governed by your own moral compass? Do you need everybody else's opinion or somebody else's 2 cents all the time? Like, when did you become this? I feel like a lot of you have like lost very important pieces of yourself and the divine is calling you back to them. But you got to have the death before you have the rebirth. I'll see you over on Patreon. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.